This is important, Nina. Do you know if your mother has a small black leather bag?
Cliff, tell her it's a clutch type.
It's a clutch bag.
Yes, yeah, I think she has something like that. Why?
We've got some new evidence, honey. I don't want to get into it right now. I just wanted to check this out with you.
Cliff, what kind of new evidence do you have? What is it?
No, I'm sorry, honey. I'll explain it later, okay? I gotta go. Cliff, are you gonna go to the police with this information? No. I don't know that I have anything. I don't know how this is gonna help Daisy.
What did Nina have to say?
Daisy does have a black leather bag.
Well, hey, that's no proof that it was hers that I saw. Well, a lot of women have at least one black leather bag. Linda, did she have one?
No, she always had those big bags and knapsacks. Wait a minute. Did Zach have scratches on his face when you saw him?
Yeah, he sure did.
Oh, that proves it, yeah. He was definitely, Linda was dead by the time you saw him. What, there's got to be something we're overlooking.
Cliff.
What?
I just remembered what it was I saw on that purse. It was an initial.
You're not going to believe this.
Try me.
I've got fantastic news.
About Gilles St. Clair?
I've checked with every source I have, and rumor has it that his next target is going to be here in New York City.
Oh, Dabney. Oh, that's wonderful.
It's only a rumor, but supposedly his next climb will be at the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center.
Oh, this is fabulous. Listen, stay on this. Stay on this. Now, I want you to try to find out where he is now. I want to get to him first.
Will do. Now, are you ready for some more good news?
Well, of course. I'm always ready for good news.
Our admin tell us that they have been swamped with inquiries about our ad rates.
You mean more people want to advertise in Tempo?
It's only inquiries, but it is an excellent sign.
And you attribute this to my first issue of Tempo?
I don't like to admit it, but maybe I was wrong about your decision to put yourself on the cover. It seems to have been an attention grabber, all right.
Thank you, Dabney.
Well, let's just keep our fingers crossed that the interest turns into a real commitment.
Yes, of course, I will. Well, okay, I've got to get back to work, and you have got to get cracking on Gilles St. Clair.
Oh, aye, aye, Captain.
Are you sure about that?
Of course I'm sure. Oh, no.
What?
What?
Oh, no, what if it was Nina's purse?
No, Nina doesn't have a purse like that. Besides, Tad already testified that she didn't even walk into Zach's apartment that night.
That's right.
Well, how are we going to figure out whose purse it was?
Just a minute. No, the police did not see this bag.
Whoever had that bag had to come back for it after Donna left.
No, wait a minute. Just
What?
because somebody left a purse there and then came back for it later, that doesn't mean necessarily that they're the murderer.
Donna, it's the only new clue we've got. Besides, you said he was still alive when you left.
Yeah.
Come on, we got to think of people whose last name begins with W. W.
Oh, no.
What?
Oh, well, Zach worked for some people whose name begins with W.
Benny, no. No, you're not thinking...
You gotta remember, the Duchess was so ticked off at him and she fired him.
That's right. Both Phoebe and Langley were angry with Zach.
Wait a minute. You think this purse belonged to Phoebe Wallingford?
I didn't know anybody was going around singing my praises.
Well, it goes without saying. Palmer Cortland never would have hired you if you weren't. I am so glad you were able to make it into the city this evening, please.
Oh, I was coming in anyway. But, I'm not sure what I can do for you.
Oh, you could do a great deal for me. I am hot on the trail of Gilles St. Clair.
Uh-huh. The great daredevil, or whatever you want to call him.
Oh, well, I call him the most wonderful, exciting man in the world. And you see, I would like to do a story on him next month, a feature, a cover story on Tempo magazine. But I need you to help me locate him. I mean, I have an artist all lined up to do his portrait, but the man cannot be found.
I'm sorry, I'll have to pass on this one.
Oh, please, Mr. Sanger. If anyone can find him, I know it's you.
Well, I'm just too tied up with the Grayson murder case to take on an assignment like that.
I'm not here because I agree with what you want me to do.
But you do agree we have to check out every possibility.
I don't believe it's possible that my Aunt Phoebe is guilty.
Now, we're not saying that she's guilty.
So why do you want me to look through her things and look for some purse?
It's not just some purse. It's got a monogram, a W on it.
And how could you, of all people, even think of accusing her?
Oh, come on. Who wants any of this? You think I wanted to accuse Donna? It was very painful for me to let her go under that truth serum.
She was already involved. She admitted she was there that night.
Yeah, but she blocked the whole thing out. You know, that serum, she could have nailed herself.
The important thing is we're all trying to get to the truth. Nobody's trying to pin any accusations on anybody.
Look, don't you understand? I agree with you. Whoever left that purse there probably is the murderer. I refuse to believe that it's my aunt.
Fine, then help us cross her off the list. Look, if she doesn't have a purse like that...
What are you talking about, a purse? Somebody like my aunt with a wardrobe like that? Of course she has. She might have a dozen black
I know that
purses.
that's why it's important that Donna be there, too.
I really hate this. I don't want to go through her things behind her back. I don't want to do it.
I'm sorry, Brooke. There's no other way.
And no one else can do it. I mean, none of us have an excuse to be upstairs like that, alone.
You've been with me on this thing from the very beginning. Don't back out on me now.
All right. Let's get it over with.
Thanks. Great.
I will pay you double.
No, you'd just be throwing your money away. This guy is genius at giving people the slip.
But that doesn't mean he can't be found.
Oh, he will be found when he chooses to be. I mean, this man has a reputation of being able to slip in and out of virtually anywhere without ever being spotted.
I know. And will you tell me how that man can possibly do it when he looks like this?
Yeah, I know. Grown women swoon like teenage girls at the sight of him.
And men like him, too.
Oh, no question. He's one of the top daredevils in the world.
I just don't understand how he can avoid the media and the press.
Part Houdini, probably.
Also quite a gambler.
Well, some people say it's not gambling when you win every bet, and so far he has.
Sometimes he bets with his life.
And with his incredible skill. That stunt that he pulled off in Switzerland.
Oh, listen, I hear that he is in this country right now. And that he's working on a huge wager, and that stunt in Switzerland was just a setup for this.
Well, if there's big money involved, don't expect anybody to find him for you until he has accomplished what it is he has to do.
But you see, I want to get him before he does his next stunt, because he keeps pulling this getaway business every time he finishes a stunt.
Well, even he might pause for someone like you.
Well, I want more than a pause.
I really want to have an exclusive, in-depth interview. I mean, no other magazine has managed to get that from him.
Well, just be patient. He's probably revving up some big stunt right now that we'll all read about tomorrow.
Oh, no, that's just my point. I don't want to read about it tomorrow in some other publication. I want to get him before he does the stunt. I mean, look, right now he's probably going over Niagara Falls in a barrel, or he's hanging from a plane, you know, over the Grand Canyon. But my point is, how can I get to him?
Well, as soon as the story breaks, you head to the nearest airport and you keep your eyes open for any 6-foot nuns taking off.
Oh, I see what you mean. I guess he uses a variety of disguises. Such an arresting-looking man. Well, I hope I can charm him into signing.
Well, here's something else you might keep in mind. Even though he looks like a Greek god, he's French. And in my experience, the French are not a wasteful people. They have a very good head for money. So don't make the mistake of offering St. Clair peanuts for an exclusive interview, no matter how charmed with you he seems.
Well, I have a feeling that you've just given me some very good advice.
I'm just sorry that that's all I can give you right now, but anyway, lots of luck.
And to you, Mr. Sanger. I really hope you do find something new in the Grayson case. Oh, Olive, I thought that you had already gone.
Well, I waited to give you a message from Adam Chandler. You know, he tried to get me to interrupt you, but I told him I had strict orders not to.
Well, good. Don't ever let him bully you. Oh, what did he want?
He wanted you to have dinner with him tonight.
Oh. Well, call him right away and tell him that I can't because I'm working late. Oh, no, don't tell him that. Tell him that I'm having dinner with Olga.
You're not going to work late.
Oh, yes, of course I'm going to work late. But I don't want Adam to know that. He'd be right here. Olive, can I trust you?
Of course you can.
All right. Don't tell anybody this, but bear it in mind. I never want to be put in the position of being alone with Adam Chandler.